Okay. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Okay, so I'm going to leave the protocols and then try to say this in a way that everybody can understand. So, my name is Mario Wazobia, just like everybody knows. And recently, I dropped a video on my page, and people have been reaching out to me to share their story, so they can actually help bring awareness to the general public. And I have this amazing and wonderful lady with me. She reached out to me and she said something happened to her at some point in her life. It really traumatized her. She went through a whole lot, but by the special grace of God Almighty and not any human being, she has been able to overcome it to an extent. But she really wants to bring it to the public so people can be aware, people can be cautious, people can know what they are doing, especially parents and of course, especially those that are lovers of God. So you need to be very, very careful. How are you doing? Good afternoon.
I'm fine. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, and thank you very, very much for sharing this with us. And
Thank you. You're
very
welcome.
quickly, I have your permission with your consent to post this to the general public. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and then you are doing this to bring awareness to people so they don't fall victim just like you did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
And by the special grace of God, I believe that somehow you are going to find complete healing. I pray that for you.
Amen.
You look amazing, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, so take your time, leave no stone unturned, and let's go.
Okay, I'll try as much as possible to summarize an 8 years experience.
8 years?
Yes.
Wow.
An 8 years experience. So, once again, hello everyone, my name is Mercy, and let me take it from the background. I'm from a family of 5. I'm the last of 5. Sorry.
It's fine.
I'm the last of 5. I grew up in a very rough environment. That was when my mom was still alive. I lost my mom in 2009. I think I was around 16 or 17 at the time when I lost my mom, and it was as if the whole world was crumbling down on me. So that day when my mom was still in the hospital, there was a family friend of ours, of my mom, a very good friend of my mom actually. So she heard what was happening to my mom, that she was sick and she was in the hospital. So she said there's a pastor, that her pastor is very good, that he is a very good man of God and all of that. So she brought the man of God to the hospital. And when the man came, he prayed. He went to a corner at some point, and then he started shedding tears. And we didn't know why he was shedding tears. So in the long run, rather, we lost her in the evening that same day. And I just could not bear it. I could not. I think that time I was around 16 or 17 thereabout. So I could not. I was very scared. I could not go back to our house because I was scared. Probably she was going to appear or something, because I saw her die. I saw her die. So it was traumatizing for me at that time. So the pastor said, okay, do you mind coming to let's go to my house, and you can stay in my house with your sisters. He said, oh, there's no problem. I was still crying. I said there was no problem. He came to my house, to my parents' house that same day. Oh my Lord. So the pastor came to took us to our house because she died in UCH. So she took us to our house, and then she told my dad rather. It was still, everybody were crying and all of that, and that he was going to be taking us to his house just to relax our head and all of that. when we are calm, it will be able to bring us back. My dad didn't accept at first, but I insisted because I was so scared. And I also said I did not want people coming to come and tell me sorry, everybody will come and feel my house, our house and all of that. So I was so very much scared. So I said I will follow him. So my sister and one other lady that used to stay with us, my mom's daughter, we went to the pastor's house together. So we stayed the night. After then we came back for the burial, for the wake keep. Yes. So after all of that, we now we did, the burial was done and we came back to my house, and I said to myself that I do not want to stay in that environment, because that environment was a ghetto, not like a ghetto, like it was a ghetto. If I mention the place in Ibadan, a lot of people will know the place. There are prostitutes around, there are all of that around, and I didn't just want to grow up in that kind of environment alone without a mom, because my mom raised us well. She raised us well. So I started staying in the pastor's house. In my own small mind, like me going to a pastor's house would help me. He would groom me well. I would grow up in the way of the Lord. I would know, because I loved doing the things of God. Ask anybody that knows me right from my childhood. I love singing. I love doing things for God. So I said, okay, that this is what I want. This is where I want to stay. I do not want to stay in that kind of environment without a mom. Not like my dad cannot train me, but you know, men sometimes are not just always present. They don't really understand things that has to do with women, especially young girls. Not all of them do. So I started living with him. So that fateful day, everyone in the house had gone. The man was not married at the time. The pastor was not married, though he had a failed marriage before. So he had a lady that he wanted to get married to, but they were not married at the time. So that fateful day, everyone had gone out. There was nobody at home. I didn't know how he did it. Probably he just sent people out. I don't know. I cannot even recollect that one.
Was it at night?
No, not at night. In the afternoon.
Okay.
So he just so he called me into his room and told me to.
How old were you then?
That's what I was in SS2 going to SS. I think I was in SS3. First what do they call it? First term.
First time, yeah.
Yeah, I think I was in SS3 first term at that time, and I think I was 16 or 17 at the time. That's 2009, 2010. So the man called me into his room that I should come, and there's this thing he tells us to do for him. Everyone in the house, he will tell you to come and scratch his back, that it makes him sleep.
Wow. Okay.
Yes, both the boys, he had ladies also living in his house, so he would tell you to come and scratch his back, that it helps him sleep better. So he just called me into his room, and then he said I should start scratching his back. I started scratching his back. Before I knew what was happening, he laid me down on the bed. I was trying to process what was happening at that age, what the man was trying to do. Before I knew what was happening, he put his hand inside my clothes and started massaging my breast, removed his hand, and then he was like, I should be calm, that there's nothing wrong in what he's doing and all of that. Before I knew what was happening, he started, he used his finger inside my vagina. So I started crying. So he left me alone. And I now asked him, Daddy, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? I was crying. Why are you doing this? So he said to me, there's nothing wrong, that he just wants me to forget about the fact that I lost my mom. He just wants me to be happy. So I just could not wrap my head around it. So he left me and I left his room. From that day, he started calling me, why are you doing this? That was the name he now started calling me. If he wants to call me, he will call me, why are you doing this?
In presence of everybody.
In presence of nobody understood what he was talking about. Now I was the only one that understood what he was talking about. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? So as time went by, of course I could not tell anybody something like that happened. I didn't understand what happened. Okay, who do I want to tell? This man is a man that people respect so much in the church. When it starts like this, the power of God is everywhere. So who do I want to tell that this pastor fingered me, was touching my breast at that small age? Who will believe me? He will definitely find something to say. And moreover, shebi na me kukuma carry myself go in house. Do you understand that I wanted to stay under the tutelage of somebody that I believe fears God? So that went on and went on and went on like that. That day he fingered me. I could not walk properly. I was in pains. I was crying. Even after that moment, I was crying. I was still in his house. So later, he now moved from the finger. He now moved to him molesting me, like properly sleep. Oh, Mr. Mario. Okay, so from that time, he started sleeping with me, not forcefully forcing himself on you. And who would I tell? What would I say? I was young. I was very naive. If I had this understanding that I have now, if I had it then, of course, I definitely know what to say and what to do, who to go to. So, but I thought I was the only one that stuff was happening to. So I could not open my mouth to tell anybody. I was still in his house. So the thing kept on going on like that. This man, I don't know if there's a spirit that comes upon him. When that thing comes upon him, if he has not done that stuff with somebody, if he has not done it, he will not be fine. Even if it means him forcing himself on you. So that's continued and I remember one day like that I had an operation. I had ruptured appendix. So they had to operate me because it was already ruptured. So they had to operate me, sha. So after the operation, I had the stitches on my stomach. And when I got home, when I was discharged, I got to the man's house. He came to pick me in the hospital. I got to the man's house. You will not believe that even with the dressing and everything that I had, this man still forced himself on me. A pastor. I could not understand it. And that time was when I wanted to write WAEC. Yes, I remember it was 2010. He still forced himself on me. There are times that this man, when I don't know if that thing comes upon him, he becomes something else. There was a time like that. He forced himself on me with, I was on my period. And he went to get nylon, black nylon. You know black nylon now. And he used it to sleep with me. Black nylon.
As protection.
As protection. I don't know whether protection or whatever. The things that I cannot even finish remembering some of the things that I went through in that house. Somebody will say, so why did you not leave? I was so scared. I could not, just as I said, I tried my best. I was this close to telling somebody about it, but I could not. Okay, I will see somebody that is asking me, I want to explain to the person that this is what I'm going to, but I could not. I don't know. It's just as if there's a very big burden on my soul, on my chest, that if I let it out, I might die. So it was that bad. I had to talk to a pastor, another pastor, that this is what, before I even opened up to the pastor, the man had to convince me, had to beg that there is nothing that will happen. I said, I do not want trouble. I don't want anything to happen. I just want to have my sanity back. I just want to have this. He assured me that I should not worry, that I will have my sanity back, but I should speak out. I should talk. So I spoke to him about all the things that happened. And then he asked me, do I still go to that church? I said, yes, I still go to that church. As a matter of fact, I was a chorister in the church at the time. And every Sunday I will come to the church. I will see this man, God of mercy. I will see this man preaching, laying hands on people, conducting deliverance and all of that. So I could not even fathom what was happening.
The blessing never leaves. The gift never leaves. I
could not fathom what was happening at that time or at that point. So I just kept it to myself, and it kept on happening for it started 2010 and I got my deliverance 2018.
For 8 years.
I got my deliverance 2018. How I got my deliverance, I will still get to that point. So, okay, let me start from the time that I spoke to. Okay, so I spoke to a girl in the church too. So we were just on the phone. So the girl was just asking me, why do you think this man comes into our room, the ladies' room? We were plenty ladies in his house. We were like 6 or how many ladies? Maybe 5, sometimes 6, sometimes 4 ladies in his house. His wife would be in that house and things were going on under her nose that she did not understand. Sometimes he would even lock that one in her room and say because she is always naked, she always likes to sleep naked, that he doesn't want anybody to just barge into the room. So he would lock the woman in the room, and that one is just sleeping, does not know what was happening under her roof. We didn't know that it was not just I alone that stuff was happening to. Well, about a number of girls that I don't want to go into. It is my story that I'm here for. So I didn't know that was what was happening, because I was feeling like I was the only one that was going through that stuff. So I could not talk to somebody, but that girl had the courage to come and speak to me. So she just chatted me up that day. I remember we started chatting around 12. Was it on Friday or on Saturday night? So we stopped the chat around 6 or 5 in the morning. When I sleep off, she will wake me up. She will call me to wake me up again. Okay, so she started with asking me a question that why do I think. Okay, so at that time when that chat started, I had left the pastor's house.
Okay.
My parents had moved from the local place to a better place.
Okay.
So I felt okay, since they have moved to this place like this, I can stay with them. So I can stay with my dad. So let me just, I don't want anybody to know anything. Let me protect my own image and let me just leave that church. Nobody will know what happened, or I don't want any drama. You remember I told you that I'm not a drama person, so I don't like anything drama. I just want to leave and let's leave. So when they left, I now told the pastor and his wife, he had gotten married to the wife at that time, that I would like to go to my parents' house and be staying for the weekend. Then I will come back to this place and stay. Because so I thought about that as a plan,
yeah,
to start escaping. They didn't like it at first. They started saying those things I was hearing behind, after everything they had done for me, after I lived with them for that long, they did this, they did that. But people didn't understand what I was going through, that I did not speak to anybody, or that I did not tell anybody. Sorry, please, can I drink water? People didn't understand what I was going through and what I was fighting. Sometimes I would be